Hello ji, namaskar, sat sri akal and welcome back to the new vlog and to my channel. This is Manish here. This is Brainy Nomad channel. आपका स्वागत है the series Man with his machine और इसमें हम थोड़ा बहुत mods दिखाएंगे, थोड़ा बहुत new bikes दिखाएंगे and I'm trying something new. Let's see how it goes. And today I have another bike. He has done something with his tank, black thing. Here we have Reddy, the owner of this KTM 390 Adventure, and he has done lot of mods, but we are here to talk about this sprocket change which he has done on his bike. Why he has changed it, to be very honest, वो हमें जानना है and क्या feel होता है, what's new after changing the sprocket, why change it if you have a Fuelx already. That's what I want to know. Maybe many out there want to know कि why change a sprocket thing if you have a Fuelx or any other mod. What make you change to this sprocket?
Man, I didn't go about this the prudent way at all. मैंने बिल्कुल अकल नहीं लगाई. सीधा जो भी चेंज करना था मैं पहले से ही लिस्ट मार दिया. मैंने बोला कि I want different mirrors, I want
mirrors are
handlebar brace. This is a Husqvarna mirrors.
Same,
right? I got a handlebar brace from ADV Fit. I got Barkbusters. I got an engine guard from Auto Engineer, which comes in two parts. There's an upper and there's a lower.
Engine support, okay.
Because I kept falling, and every time when I'm doing any rocky patches, the rocks would hit this.
I can see that you have
yes.
The paint is missing from the racing KTM only.
वही ना, तो already तो मैंने सोचा चलो I should get one of these. So
and then you have changed this also.
I switched to the motor and pegs.
Be very honest. Are you happy with this?
Well, I'm definitely not, because I got this. This is like the third time that I'm refitting it, and the second time they actually replaced this portion of it. But nonetheless, the pegs keep falling off because it's a two-piece thing, and there's a bolt here which holds it into the main base.
Okay.
And
it's not like a stock thing.
it's not a single one-piece thing.
So you
it's
can
like
see
a two-piece thing. There's
two
a
pieces
base
thing.
here and there's the peg separately.
And there is a nut in between.
Yeah, there's a bolt which holds it together. But that keeps getting loose every now and then. I can't complain about it because most of the time when it's working, it's wonderful. When it doesn't, all of a sudden I'm like, boom, oh my god, where's the peg? Like a peg is falling off, and then you know it better than me. You were the one picking it up.
Ready, bhai, aapko foot peg to mere haath mein. We will talk about the sprocket and the chain.
The meat of this video much later, but I'll just give you a quick rundown what else we have done. I made it look very different with a whole funky
it's the orange.
Yeah, it's
down
like
there. He doesn't like the orange color.
It's a dual tone thing which confuses people. They're not quite sure which color it is. Also, because the branding is gone, they're not quite sure which bike it is. I got a Fuelx Pro on it, which 10 custom maps.
Mad Dog's ka light.
Mad Dog Alpha lights. I got a Peak Design mount with a case, so very convenient.
Okay, wait. Can you tell me Fuelx which map you're running or which map others should run if they are using the Fuelx?
So I like using the 6th map. So
is it good?
Stock is 3.
Okay.
And 6 is something that's richer.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that also reduces the fuel efficiency, so mileage will drop. I get an average of 27 point something.
And that is good, no?
Which is, I think, more.
Mostly it gives around, I think, 32, yeah. Something like that, right?
But I'm happy with this. I like that richness of the way it runs. I don't like running the bike clean. Of course, when I go in colder climates, I'm sure I'll have to move it accordingly. But then that's why I took the Fuelx Pro, because I can change it on the fly.
Okay, there is Fuelx Lite also, but we can't change the map on that.
You can't change the map. You can't change it on the. Like my friend Adarsh has just spoken, and he's probably find the video on this channel.
Last video.
He's customized his Himalayan very prudently, very smartly, step by step, part by part. And I did the exact opposite of that, and I just सब कुछ डाल दो. It should look good and it should perform well. Yes. That's all I want. Yeah. On to the main part. Why change the sprocket if you have Fuelx, if you have Powertronics? Now changing the sprocket also. What brand it is? So this is an RK 47 tooth rear sprocket, 15 front sprocket.
That is stock one.
Yes.
Okay.
No, but that's also RK. So the whole kit comes as a single
Chain
unit.
also, right?
The chain, which is a brass chain, 47 tooth RK and a 15 tooth RK. So all three comes as a single unit.
Okay.
And so initially what I did was I did put the fuel X. I felt it was an improvement over stock in terms of low speed, slow trails, etc. Because that's what I usually do. I spend a lot of time on slow speed trails, and I would say it's around 20 to 30% improvement. Maybe 40%.
That's it.
That's it.
I've seen a lot of YouTubers saying 80, 90, and he's saying 20, 30. Yeah, and I can be a witness. He's a genuine man, and he can't lie with the numbers, to be very honest.
Yeah, I mean, I can be wrong, but I definitely wouldn't lie, because this is what my perception is. My perception is that चलो 19-20 का तो फर्क नहीं है, but it's definitely an improvement, but it's not like
not
what
a
most
full-fledged.
people claim. Yeah, it's not like what most people claim, where it's like a world of difference. No,
बाइक ही चेंज हो गया मेरा.
नहीं भाई, उतना तो नहीं हुआ. Definitely.
Okay.
So then what I tried doing, I started experimenting with different kinds of sprockets. This bike is very comfortable with the gearing it gives you at high speeds above 6,000 RPM.
Okay.
Stock, if you're just doing touring, it's perfectly fine. You don't need to change a thing. If you're doing a lot of commuting, then you will be spending time in the lower gears, which means you will want to do something to improve that low end grunt. If you're doing trails, then you definitely want to do something.
Low end torque you need,
right?
Obvious.
So that's when I started experimenting. I tried a 14 tooth front sprocket.
Okay.
And then a regular 45 tooth rear sprocket. I felt that punchiness, but again, I wasn't quite sure. Yeah, I mean, like, it was very punchy. It was ready to constantly, like, let's go, right? So there was that urgency the bike had, ready to throttle, ready to move, ready to go all the time. And then I said, maybe this is a little too much. So I said, I'll try putting a 46 tooth rear and a 15 tooth.
Okay.
I tried that. It was good, but I still felt that, maybe I can find a sweet spot.
You went only one up on the rear.
One up on the rear.
And stock. Back to
front.
stock.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, now, like, I finished 15,000 kilometers, so I had to change the chain and sprocket any which ways. So I was like, you know what, I will do a whole replacement of everything. So I got an RK kit, which gave me a 47, because I said, a little more grunt is more fun. So I went back to a 15 stock front and a 47 2 up rear.
And you feel the change?
I feel very happy and comfortable now. At the higher end, it still feels like the bike at 6th gear feels like it's still in 5th gear. It's like, I'm at 6th gear already, but the bike feels like it's 5th gear, and I'm like, why is it not going up? Because I'm already in 6th, but it doesn't feel like 6th because it's still got that grunt in it. But lower end on the trails, it's wonderful. In traffic, it's very comfortable. I don't have to keep shifting all the time, come down, one pothole, one speed breaker, I have to come down to first gear, because that's typically how a KTM feels, right? But with this, I feel very comfortable. I can stay in third with a little clutch work. I can come down to second and it's super comfortable. So I feel this is a nice sweet spot to be in right now.
And I have ridden the bike, to be very honest. I have ridden the bike with this new change. I have put the fuel X to stock map, that is 3, I guess. And to be very honest, I left the throttle. It is fully off and it was not going. The bike was not going off, to be very honest. And I can't do that on my bike. I can't. If I left the throttle off, my bike will turn off and it will be a jerk while turning off. But this new change, I have feel it, but I wanted him to say it because he is the main man. He has to ride it over and over again, and he has changed a lot of things. Do you suggest changing all this, changing the fuel X, changing it to Powertronics, then the sprocket change, or do you want people who are watching just change the sprocket, then feel it if they want to change the other things or not?
I think now that I've done everything, I would say that in most situations, I probably didn't need half of these things. Not even half. 80% of these things are absolutely useless. Or when I say useless, I mean that I cannot really utilize their use to the maximum, right? So even if they have a certain level of upgrade over the stock, I'm not in a position where I can utilize or capitalize on that upgrade all the time. 80% of the time I'm not using those capabilities, so there's no point in having it all of the time, right? But this is very useful all of the time. 100% of the time it is useful.
I would say, as Reddy said, other things you can, you cannot, but the main things, as he said, this does make the change, and I have seen the change on the lower end. If you're a guy who is hitting 150 and you really don't need to, because that speed is a killer speed, obviously, but yeah, if you're doing more of the trails, if you're doing more of the, if mostly you need it for the touring, you need it for the office run, you need the lower end, you need it for the trails, I would suggest go for the sprocket change. This whole thing will come around, how much is the price right now?
Probably 5.5, where you get the whole kit, that is the chain, the front sprocket and the rear sprocket from Arcade.
And by if you take it to the KTM and if they change it, it will cost around maybe 6,000 something, because they will charge the labor and all. But yes, it is a must mod. Okay, please go for it. Others, once you have money, maybe change it if you feel like, or else don't need to change it. So that's all. That's his bike.
Since we did speak about high speeds and we did throw a few numbers of 150 plus,
Yeah.
etc. Let's drop a disclaimer for those watching this. We're not discouraging you from riding fast,
Yeah.
but we are encouraging you to ride safe, ride smart, build the
Wear
skills,
gears.
wear safety gear, build the right attributes,
Yeah.
develop the right skills, get trained.
Train a lot, please.
So that is the most important upgrade when you get your bike. Yourself.
Yes.
Upgrade yourself.
Invest in yourself.
Forget
then
the sprockets, forget this, forget those parts, forget.
I can say
custom
that because if I'm trained, I'm not fully trained. I'm trained, but I know my bike is fully stocked, and then I know how to handle it. I know how to handle it on the lower end also, to be very honest. But to be very honest, once I ridden this bike, I wanted the sprocket change, and I will get it. So as Reddy said, get upgraded, like upgrade yourself, invest in yourself, invest in your riding gears, invest in your skills. Then maybe the main thing.
Yeah, the whole world is open to you, because there's no such thing as trained. It's always training.
Yeah.
I have trained so far, and I'm training to get to this level, and I'm intending to train to a next level.
Yeah.
So there's always a progression. It's just like when you're on the bike, you see the horizon in front of you, and you will never reach the horizon. It's always out of
Your reach.
And that's how it is with skills.
Yeah.
You keep trying to get better and better and better,
But
they're
it's
always
still out of your reach.
That's what makes it fun.
So with that happy note, with that good message, I'm gonna end this video. If you want it, to be very honest, get it, and we'll see you with another man, with another bike, with another love of his life, that is this. Or we'll see you in another video. तब तक के लिए अलविदा, bye.